Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I make this delicious patty moi moi. It's super yummy, guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if not done so already. So let's get into this video. So for the list of ingredients, we're going to be needing some black eye beans. You can use the brown beans, and I have in here 3 pounds, which is 6 cups. We're also going to be needing some corned beef, bouillon powder, some salt and curry powder, onion, and I'll be using some red bell peppers. I already have some chopped up, so I'll be using that. Habanero peppers and some smoked shrimp. You can use crayfish, aluminum foil and oil. I'll also be needing some raw eggs. So right now I already chopped the bell peppers, onion and my pepper. So I'm going to be blending this in my blender, and I'm going to also add the crayfish or smoked shrimp. So now I'm going to open the corned beef and I'm going to transfer it into a bowl. Then I'm going to set it aside for later. So when that is done, I'm going to add it into a bowl. I'm just going to kind of use a fork to break it you know, a little, so that they don't come out chunky when I want to use it. So when that is done, I'm just going to set that aside for later use. So now I'll be peeling the skin of my beans. So what I'm doing here is that I'm just going to add in some water that I'm going to allow it to soak for about 2 minutes. I have a detailed video on how I peel my beans for moi moi or for akara, and you can check. I'm going to put the link up here, so you can click it and check that out. So when that is soaked for 2 minutes, I'm going to transfer a little bit into a blender. That I'm going to put some running water, and I'm going to allow the water to be above the beans. Then you're basically just going to pause, blend and stop, blend and stop. Don't blend continuously, otherwise you come out with smooth beans. We don't want that. So when that is done, I'm just going to start rinsing the beans all out by adding water. Then use a strainer to strain, to remove, separate the shaft from the actual beans. So you're going to do this until you have a clean beans. All right. So now the beans is nice and clean. Then I'm going to move on to blending. So I add in a little bit of beans, then I add in the red bell pepper, the onion, habanero peppers. You can add your crayfish at this point. If you're not using the whole crayfish, you can also use the blended crayfish or the smoked shrimp. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to blend this until I get a smooth paste. So when it's all blended and smooth, I'm going to transfer them into a bowl. So I'm just going to stir this all up. I want to say a very big thank you to my new, old and returning subscribers. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for your love and your support. Please, if you've not yet subscribed, please go ahead and click on that red subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. So now I'm going to add in some curry powder, bouillon powder, salt. Then I'll be whisking some eggs. This is optional. So I'll add in the whisked egg. Then I'm going to combine everything together, continue stirring for about 2 minutes. You want to get everything incorporated into the beans batter. So when that is done, I'll be adding in some chicken stock. Then I'm going to continuously stir. When making moi moi, you don't need to add too much water or too much liquid. So then I'll go ahead and add in my canned corned beef. Then I'm going to combine everything together. You can also use cooked mackerel or ground turkey in replacement of the corned beef if you don't like to use corned beef. So you can use mackerel fish or you can use ground corned beef. I also have a recipe on how I use the mackerel and canned corned beef on my channel. So now I'm going to be adding in some oil. Then I'm going to stir it. You don't need too much oil for this, okay? So I'm going to add in the oil. That I'm going to combine everything together until I no longer see the oil floating at the top. Then I'll be adding some hot water, just a little bit. So when that is done, I'm going to set that aside. So here I'll be using the foil for to wrap the moi moi. So, and this is how I make the foil pocket. So I'll just take some foil that I'm going to fold them in half. Then I'm going to fold the ends. So just follow this procedure if you don't want your foil, the foil wrap you're going to use for your moi moi to start leaking out. Just follow just the way I'm doing it like this. It's super easy, and you don't have any leakage with this method. So you're going to fold the other end. And make sure you're doing this tightly, okay? So when that is done, we are set to wrap in the moi moi. So now I'm going to open the foil pocket. Then I'll be adding in some scoop of beans batter. Then I'm going to seal the top up. So make sure you're sealing it up tightly, okay? Because we don't want it when it starts cooking, it doesn't unravel. So go ahead and seal it up like this. Then you're going to pinch like the bottom edge. So the reason why I do that is because when the moi moi starts cooking, it might get burst if you don't seal the end up, like the two side. So I'll be doing this one more time for you all to see. So now when I'm done wrapping the whole of my beans batter, I'll be adding 2 cups of hot water. Don't add too much water, if not you start having foam coming out when the moi moi is cooking. Just add a little bit of water, so I'm using just 2 cups of water. Then I'm going to cover it with an aluminum foil. Moi moi cooks with steam, so you just want to cover it with aluminum foil tightly. Then I'm going to go ahead and top it up with my my pot cover. Then I'm going to bake this in the oven for 350 degrees for about an hour. So an hour later, my moi moi is ready, guys. It's super easy to follow, and I use the baking method. So I'm just going to cut it up and show you how it looks inside. It's super good. It's really delicious. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Rolina TV. Bye.